Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time it is, when you hear this message, I pray that you're poised to receive, to accept, and to respond to words of wisdom. Ashe. So, your timeline is probably just like my timeline, saturated with Cat Williams. Cat Williams everywhere. Club Shay Shay. I mean, just everywhere. Clips and snippets and everything. A lot of rich conversation, and I watched my share of the interview, and I have to say I was thoroughly entertained, and I'm even more entertained by you know the social media's embellishment of everything that Cat Williams said. But after a day now thinking about it, I got to say that you got to put all this in the proper context. Okay. Cat Williams is an entertainer, first and foremost. His first, second, third, fourth priority and approach to life is entertainment. If you're seeing Cat Williams on your screen, it's because he's intending to be on your screen because his duty, his job, his place, and his purpose is to entertain. That's the first thing you got to take into consideration. This is the same for all celebrities. It's not just Cat Williams. All these people who are celebrities are entertaining us. And that is the thing that I really want to drive home. That's why I'm making this particular video. I want to share this lesson because Cat Williams used a lot of devices, right, that appeal to Black people, right? He positioned himself, for example, primarily as the underdog, right? The righteous underdog, the poor righteous underdog, okay, who's standing for something noble, something really upright, something that the common man and common woman would strongly believe in. He positioned himself as, in addition, he undergirded everything as a spiritual mission and framed it up as good versus evil. And he made some really pointed statements that highlighted that reality or the appearance of that reality, right? But in it all, it was entertaining. Okay, interspersed between all of those kind of devices, just great entertainment, great entertainment, great entertainment. Now, within the ranks of Odisha devotees, let me say, this is particularly problematic for your mindset because the only thing that Cat Williams is trying to do is make himself relevant, right? So he's making these wild and bold claims, okay, and some of them may be true, right? But he's making these wild and bold claims, reeling you into a thought process that says that provocation is your preferred weapon. Okay? Provocation is your preferred weapon. Right? And provocation, based on my observation and my lived experience, provocation is the weapon of the powerless. It's only the powerless who use these kinds of tactics to create influence. And the influence that they get is like 5 minutes of fame. They are not negotiating revision of policy. They're not negotiating the implementation of new laws. They're not negotiating redistribution of wealth. They're not negotiating the establishment of long-lasting institutions that will transform and create progress for our people one way or the other. They're just riding on, this idea and this emotionalism that we really strongly identify with, which is victimization, underdog, right? And somehow I'm on the side of righteousness. Okay. So within the Orisha community, it almost always comes off as the Iwakwele crew. Iwakwele, Iwakwele, Iwakwele. right? I'm talking about good character because I'm fighting a noble cause against the wicked. Nah, you're not. No, you're not. You're trying to make other people look bad so that it seems like you look good. You're trying to blow out somebody else's candle so that it makes it seem like your candle is brighter, right? Almost every time when you start looking, you see people talking about character, 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 EY, EY, EY. These are envious people. These are powerless people. These are desperate people. These are people who are on the fringe, who have no real business even being seen or heard at all. And so they'll say and do anything just to get a little bit of attention because they're hoping and they're praying that this time it's going to hold, it's going to get traction, and I'm going to be able to build something. But you can't build something because you've never helped build anything. You've never actually been a servant. See, to build something, you got to build. You got to be a servant. You got to align yourself with someone and allow them to show you the ropes. Go get me those rocks. Go get me that rope. Go dig that hole. Go build that wall. By being a good servant, you learn to be a good leader. This is just the way it works. We have too many people who want to come in at the top. They think that because they've been around or because they are, I don't know, something, they think highly of themselves, that they get to come in at the top and then call the shots and somehow have influence over tens of thousands of people or hundreds of people or even scores of people. But you've never let anybody be in charge of you. You don't know how to do it. You never let anybody guide you from step A to step B. You've never let someone strip you all the way down and build you all the way back up. You don't know how it happens. So you're looking at the people who have done so, who paid their dues. You're looking at the people who have participated and supported the actual systems, because ours is a system of apprenticeship. Ours is a system of apprenticeship where you put yourself under the guidance and the direction of someone who says, go get those rocks, go dig that hole, go pull that rope, that thing, pull that tree down, go. They tell you what to do. They give you directions and assignments to build you up in a certain way, to cultivate something within you, and to vet you, to see what you're made of, to find out where your weaknesses are. They have to know where your weaknesses are in order for them to correct you, in order for them to develop you, in order for them to help you to become a whole, well-rounded participant and performer. That's the only way it works. But the people who have not subjected themselves to that process, like I said, they want to come in at the top. They want to be recognized as the forefront, as the leader, as the vanguard, but they don't want to pay their dues. So they're constantly starting over. They're unable to subject themselves to any of the processes, so they either get kicked out or they remove themselves before they even get started. And they show up and want to convince you that because they can throw rocks at somebody who's actually paid their dues, that makes them worthy. Don't go for that. Don't accept that. That is not a noble person. That is not someone who is honorable. That is not an honorable approach. It is not. It lacks honor. It lacks integrity from beginning to end. If you have a problem with this person, if this person wronged you, this person somehow cheated you, you need to talk to that individual, and you need to keep talking to that individual until you're able to get what it is you feel you deserve. That's honorable. That's noble. That has integrity. Right? So steer clear of the social media court of popular opinion and popularity contest, because Sure, people will gas you up, right? Now, I'm going to flip back to the Cat Williams example. Cat Williams is going to get paid from all this. Cat Williams has probably already been paid. I'm sure he got paid to be on the interview. But this is going to, right? He's got a product out there and he's going to sell millions, and maybe he'll get another tour out of it and something else will come of it, because he's an entertainer, though. See, if you're a priest, that is not the model that you should be working from. Hello. If you're a devotee, that is not the model that you should be following. Right? We're holding ourselves to an entirely different standard and set of criteria. So I want to make it really super clear. The kind of stuff that you see Cat Williams doing is great entertainment, but it is not an acceptable approach for people who are noble, for people who are sincere, for people who are truly underdogs and are fighting and striving to uplift our people. That is not exemplary of people who are truly divinely inspired and want to demonstrate and manifest the highest ideals and the most pristine principles of our ancestors, of the deities, of Olodumare. No matter how many times you say Iwakwele, no matter how many times you say Iwarere, no matter how many times you say Iwatito, if that's what you're doing, no. Provocation is the preferred weapon of the powerless, the desperate, the attention seekers. Okay? Composure, decorum, protocol, patience. These are the ways of leaders. These are the ways of elders. These are the ways of the builders who truly have the long-term benefit of the community in mind. And so this is a message that I'm sending out to the leaders. If you are ready, willing, and able to put your natural gifts and talents to work in service to something greater than yourself, you want to dedicate yourself to helping and bring about the good condition for the people who you're destined to serve, then I want you to find out how Obafemi Origunwa and the Orisha Lifestyle Academy can help you take your practice and your life to the next level. Visit me at obafemio.com or orishalifestyle.com. Let's start working together to help you live the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those who you are destined to serve. I look forward to working with you. Bye for now. Odabo.